On today's video, guys, today we're going to be talking about Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine. Spoilers ahead if you have not watched the movies. Just be careful because we are going into spoilers. Today I'm joined once again by Pablo, Ordinary Movie Mark, Mr. Ordinary Movie Mark, and host Elias. And you can see the parasite to Mark's left. I'm trying to think what side you are.
It's definitely left.
Emilio.
What's up, guys?
So Deadpool 3, guys. Deadpool defacing Wolverine's grave from Logan.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Didn't expect it to start that way.
Nope.
But I like the acknowledgement.
Yeah.
This is not the same Wolverine.
He's like,
Don't
I
worry,
like
guys.
The realization of him actually being dead when he's like digging, he's like, hey, cannot be dead. Calms down for a second, just starts beating his fucking body.
I like the fact that it just hops right into it, and
It does, but then it slows down tremendously, in my opinion.
but it doesn't feel like Disney's influence on Deadpool is altering anything throughout this whole movie.
No, correct.
Like it still feels like
The meta-ness is there.
There you go.
Correct.
That's what I was trying to get to.
If they couldn't have done that, I don't think this movie would do good in the box office.
Yeah, definitely not.
Obviously, it's day one, so we don't know. But I feel like word of mouth would have gotten out and that movie would have tanked hard.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Because the self-referencing, like, can we stop with the multiverse stuff?
Yeah.
It's not working. Like, that's such a stab to Kevin Feige.
That's true.
Like, that could have easily been an ego trip for him. Be like, no, we're not including this. Yeah. I'm in denial. We're not going to shout out my faults this way. No.
You entered at a low point.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're finally in the Marvel Universe. Enter at a low point, but that's regardless.
Exactly. That was a hilarious joke. I love that one.
That was good.
I feel like there's another one, but yeah.
There was another one.
Yeah.
He was doing a speech.
Oh, he's celebrating. Fuck you, Fox.
No.
No.
He broke the camera.
That was a good fourth wall break.
I actually really like that scene when he did that.
Which one? I'm not remembering.
He goes.
Are you sure you didn't follow?
It's when like he's first talking to Paradox Man.
Yeah.
And he goes like, "Oh, something marvelous, cinematic."
Yeah.
He just like walks away real quick, grabs the camera, headbutts it, grabs the mic.
Yeah.
That shit was
That shit was hilarious.
That was a really great scene. I did like the very beginning.
The intro scene was the best out of all the three movies.
Yes. Especially when he started using Wolverine's metallic corpse as weapons.
That was genius. That was fucking
The
genius.
finger ones. That was funny.
Oh, yeah. Well, guys, I didn't want to start off with such violence. After that point, it slowed down a little bit for me.
Yeah. I could,
Like, it hit a hard pause.
I didn't quite care about Deadpool's
Family, essentially.
That was a huge down part for me.
What part?
They didn't dwell on that at all. They didn't even explain that. Like, how's
Well, okay, no.
How is Vanessa alive, and like how did they get Suki and whatnot in there?
No. That's already taken care of in Deadpool 2.
Yeah. He does it at the end of the movie.
With the time thing, right?
Yeah.
And they briefly show that scene again.
Yeah.
In the movie.
And that's true, and he does go back to save Paul, whatever the other guy.
Yeah.
Peter.
Yeah. It's weird seeing that other guy, the Asian from the Force X.
I'm just better than you.
Yeah, that cocky fool.
I like how it's
I'm like, of
that's
all
a
of
choice.
them. Yeah, okay.
White Diamond, White Star, whatever.
I wish they could have done the invisible guy.
So, but yeah.
He was there. What are you talking about?
As far as you know.
Yeah, he was there the whole time.
Like, it did feel slow, but I didn't mind it. I mean, they had to give backstory to between.
I like
then
that.
and now.
Yeah, but it
Never
was
took out the
such a
staples.
hard. Yeah,
That was awesome.
they left it for practically the whole movie. It's funny, but it was such an immediate pause from all that violence and bye dance. Like it just stops. You guys I didn't expect to be so violent, and then it just him and Peter at a car dealership, and
That's most intros with like action movies theoretically.
not that hard of a pause. I feel like, personal opinion.
Because it wasn't necessarily just a pause from the action. It also wasn't that funny.
There's
Like
something
it was just dry.
If I'm not mistaken,
super dry.
If I'm not mistaken, there's something called the rules of three, where you don't hit a topic or you make a joke more than 3 times in a short segment, because it's gonna just no longer be funny. right? And there was 6 times he stopped for the dance.
The intro.
No, I don't. That's just like an introduction song. Like he's going with the dance.
I just
Yes,
felt
but-
like it was too long.
Intro, really?
Yeah, I felt like
Yeah, with the
I got tired of it after like. I think the part when
third time.
I think
In
the
my
third
opinion,
time,
literally.
third or fourth time they actually showed him dancing on screen again. I was like, it's going a little too long. Like I get it, it's an intro, but at the same time, I was like, you guys are going a little too much. I understand it's a celebration because we're getting Deadpool and Wolverine. By all means, cool. But at the same time, I felt like it was too long. That pause to me was actually needed, in my opinion. We needed that drop off. Also, we need also that feel of why Deadpool is trying to save these people because that's his whole world. Which is
We
that,
don't
that
even
element.
feel for it.
Really?
I feel like he's a fish out of water within his friends.
Well, that was
So you can't tell me you were connecting with them again. He was definitely
Well,
a fish
it's-
out of water with them.
it's not much of fish out of water. They make it feel like it's fish out of water
He
because
had
they're
such
trying.
you don't have small talk
but
like
they
that with someone you
because
connect.
got to remember what they're trying to do. They're trying to put them to another universe, but that's the whole point of it. But we've seen them with other characters before. That's why we know the connection between that.
Exactly.
We know
So
it.
you don't need to drag that on.
Yeah, you do. You still need to bring that back because we want to refresh their connection again. We want to see that again.
You're
'Cause
not
if we didn't-
refreshing anything if it's
You're-
just awkward small talk.
It was a refreshing because we had to see past visions of what he'd done before. That's the reason why they did that. It's a refresher.
I
agree with Mark. It's just giving the backbone to the actual movie itself.
I don't know how close you guys were to Joselias, but on the main intro was the Marvel logos going on. He started humming it, and Deadpool was doing the same thing. I'm like, hey, Deadpool's doing it. He goes, what? Oh, shit.
I did not catch that.
yeah.
That was funny.
I catch you saying it, but I caught
actually
him.
was sitting next to him, and I heard the humming. He was humming, and then I'm like, why is this still going? And I was like, why is he still going? And I'm like, until I guess he switched it. I was like, oh, I forgot what he said, but it was like, oh, yeah, that part threw me off. I was like, whoa, what?
That was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Just until he goes with the TVA and that little come here. I think that's when the movie picked up again.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean,
Like I would have liked the intro to be longer and have less of the downtime personally.
Like the dance one, right? The
No,
dance
No,
yeah,
I didn't
like-
mind that.
Yeah, I would have wanted more, not necessarily of the dancing,
Yeah.
but absolutely more of him using Wolverine's bones to kill other TVA members and have less of, hey, I'm a salesperson now
Copy.
and I'm super depressed.
I don't even feel like he was depressed. He was just like numb.
Yeah,
Because if in the second movie he was depressed, trying to kill himself in the beginning.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. This time he was just like, I'm existing. The happy cameo was
That
was
was
also
unexpected.
draggy.
Yeah.
That was also draggy.
I thought it was pretty great.
It was cool for a second.
I got
But then
distracted looking in the background.
that dragged. Yeah,
Yeah.
the background was distracting.
I
That for
was-
sure dragged.
For me, I don't think it dragged. It was. I think for me, it was an important part, like of saying, like, oh, he wants to be part of a group now. He wants to be part of a group. He's aspiring for more now.
Yeah.
It's no longer just like I don't want to be a hero. No, now he wants to be like he wants to do something. He wants to be part of a team. So that to
I
me,
get
that
that.
part was
Could've been
correct.
faster.
But
Nah.
but I wouldn't. I don't think that there's a better way to establish it than to be able to go ahead and do something like that. Like, what is he going to say? You want him to go on another speech or something, right? Like
It
a
was
monologue.
it
And
was
then
a speech. It's
Yeah,
from
but
Happy.
even he acknowledged it. He was like, I was actually saving this for the big boss. Is there any?
I actually liked the whole conversation, the jokes. Like, it really came across good. It didn't drag for me. Like, it was giving nods to.
Yeah, no shit. But you could only get so many Easter eggs to be like, ha 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 ha.
I mean,
Yeah, like once
after
I
like the
found all-
third cut, yeah, like the third cut, I was like, all right,
Like, all
there's
right.
no Easter eggs.
It's
Yeah.
still the fucking helmet from
I mean, the whole movie
Spider-Man.
is just
to
Easter
Iron
eggs,
Man.
pretty much.
Huh?
The whole movie is practically just Easter eggs.
No, yeah, but that scene
The
specifically,
nuggets, the good nuggets.
that scene specifically had
fans.
the Iron Man 1 Captain America shield that wasn't fully formed, the Iron Man 2
Oh, you did see that, huh?
Spider-Man helmet. Yeah, of course.
The
Like
briefcase.
the briefcase from
The
Iron
little
Man 2,
spinning
yeah.
thing from Iron Man 3 that Tony broke when he was visiting Pepper.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
After finding all of those, like, all right, cool. Kind of want this scene
Kind
to
of
move on.
distracting.
Yeah.
It was too distracting to be cutting between them two, in my opinion.
I get it.
Yeah. The Wolverine, all the Wolverine cameos.
I like
The
comic
midget
book.
one?
I like comic book accurate Wolverine.
The X-Men Evolution. costume.
Evolution.
The gray or brown with like a black tee type of thing.
Oh yeah.
The one he has really fuzzy side beards.
No.
That one's like fucked up future Wolverine.
Yeah. Old man Logan Wolverine looked
That one was tight.
badass.
That was pretty cool.
I really
Fucking
like that.
straight up shotgun. Deadpool.
The Henry Cavill one.
Henry
That
Cavill.
one
That was
dope.
funny.
That was dope.
They made him
See how
look
he
hella
got-
buff.
Well,
I mean, he is,
hella
to be
buff.
fair.
Did you see when he cocked his arms? And
Yeah,
that was epic.
that was crazy.
Oh, I didn't catch that reference.
Oh, the one
That's
with
funny.
Wolverine and Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was like,
that was
what
the
the
first
fuck?
hitting cameo.
That was
definitely the first.
freaking sick.
Yeah, that was really cool. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but it happened. They
Yeah.
didn't fight, but I mean, they were going to.
It was
but
still a
cool.
good hit, yeah.
It was really cool. Good nod.
Yeah,
Good nod to it.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, just seeing all those Wolverines was
I'm
great.
pretty sure the outfit he used against Hulk wasn't the brown and yellow one.
It was
No,
I mean, it was
with yellow and blue.
yellow. It's like the more akin to his regular
not
X-Men outfit.
It's not a mustard brown.
No, because his first appearance, Wolverine's first appearance, was against Incredible Hulk,
and Hulk.
and I believe his outfit was more akin to like what we're used to now, of the yellow and like black stripes on his ribs.
Sides. Yeah. With the
The
blue,
blue boots
on the side.
Yeah, and the
And-
shoulder.
yeah.
Yeah,
He kind of actually looks like a luchador.
yeah, more like a luchador.
Yeah.
You got to show me because I'm drawing a blank right now.
Honestly, the best part to me was the part where Blade and Gambit pop up.
Yeah,
Those
I
to
like
me
that.
honestly,
I
it
love
was.
it.
I like the
hyped.
shock.
Yes, I was hyped at first, but then I was like, you could have picked better characters. At the end of the day, because who gives a shit about the Gambit? The outfit was terrible.
The outfit
Are you
did look
kidding
like
me right
ass.
now?
No,
But
Come
that's how
on.
he
the
looks.
looking in fight was cool, but the outfit killed it.
That's how he
As
looks, though.
Gambit's-
That's yeah,
Oh
that's
my God.
accurate.
OG
I'm sorry you have a hard on for
literally
Gambit.
gave
No,
us
that's
an accurate,
That's a
an accurate
That's an,
costume of Gambit.
Sometimes 2D doesn't always translate well to 3D.
Facts, but
Like
they were
Wolverine
just they were
fucking
trying to
nailed
they
it.
were just
Yeah.
trying to give us a
Deadpool
nod. You know,
nailed
this
it.
could have happened. You know, and
No,
we're
of
just
course.
gonna, we're just gonna do it here, just
we get the
for
tongue in
funsies.
cheek.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it didn't
I
have to
would've
be
been fine if
perfect.
he
Just,
died within
just
the first fight.
having them was
Yeah.
really great. Just having him with
He
was
should
really
have
great.
been what Johnny Storm was. An appearance, haha, we get it, nodded
Dead.
a wink, gone.
Nah,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
I
that.
was
Honestly,
happy.
I feel
So
actually
like
have the
fight.
team of Elektra, Blade, Gambit. X-23 was badass. That was
I like
that
how
was
they
a
explained
good
Punisher. 'Cause
exactly that,
sick to
and
see.
Daredevil. Like they brought up other cooler characters from their universe that we would have liked to see. I would have loved to see instead of these people.
So
We got the B tier team.
going back
At the end of the day, that's what they were. Besides X-23.
C tier.
Well, that's what Well, that's what the whole point of it was. That like characters that were just gone and passed, and that's it.
Yeah. But you could have had cooler characters.
They're basically
to
the
get more
ones
of a hurrah.
They're basically just the ones that disappeared. People we didn't get to
Imagine
see.
if they
People we
did
didn't get to say bye to, including
In
Blade.
their entire universe.
Gambit.
I would agree. Nothing from the Fox
oh,
universe.
Dude, they even like joked around about their own like non-appearances, especially
That's DC.
Gambit.
No, obviously. Again, we
It
get the
was-
tongue in
it was
cheek.
great.
That's
true.
Again, yeah, for a quick cameo, that was funny, but overstayed the welcome a little bit.
Honestly, I
A
feel like
little bit.
Gambit
I
should
thought
have
it
been
was
like
perfect.
after he was done playing like the first set of cards and like thrown a couple, then they should have killed him off.
Yeah,
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because him and Elektra don't even show up at the end of the table, like when they're all celebrating.
Yeah,
like,
just X-23.
yeah, just X-23. You really didn't need them. They could have died off at any point in the battle.
Okay,
Too
so
long of-
I was gonna say, I like the idea because I think it was like rumors way past that Channing Tatum was gonna play Gambit, so they finally
Yeah.
just
no. He was gonna. It was gonna be Wolverine Origins and then Gambit Origins,
Oh, there
which
we go.
Channing Tatum was
Was gonna do
scheduled
it.
to.
So I was like,
but they
oh,
never
but-
made. Yes,
yeah.
exactly. It's a tongue-in-cheek thing,
Uh-huh.
like I keep referencing. It was cool, but overstayed. Definitely overstayed.
I did like how they played on his what is it,
Accent.
New Orleans accent,
Yeah.
and it didn't come off too good, and I think that's why they like intentionally did.
No shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a good laugh. And then
Overstayed.
Elektra
Overstayed.
Elektra wasn't that great for me.
No, most definitely not.
Yeah, she's like the one in the Blade. Blade on the other hand, I liked definitely.
not just one blade. They had both blades.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so I want to say they were trying to make a series, and if you were to see behind the villain, I forgot her name, Cassandra, I think. Behind her, there was another guy who used to play Blade, so that was another Blade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, I know he wasn't really well known, but he was also another Blade.
The Chris Evans reveal of Johnny Storm was
funny.
fantastic.
Yeah,
funny.
that was pretty good.
Avengers Ascend, flame on! Oh shit!
That was pretty good. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
For a second, I thought it was Doctor Strange because like the robe and then the red and blue, and then I saw fucking Captain America
Or the voice,
Johnny.
Chris Evans.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I feel obviously now I'm going into like fucking fan writing or whatever.
Fan
But I feel
fiction?
or whatever, yeah. I feel like the TVA should have just engulfed all of Fox into the void.
well,
It's implied, obviously, especially with the logo and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But I feel like that's how Deadpool should have ended up there.
he did end up there.
No, he ended up a different way for like the entire universe.
It kind of was.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
No.
Because
What do you
the
mean?
world Deadpool is from is still the Fox universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would have wished to seen like on screen like the TVA destroying the Fox universe to taking them all to the void.
You see that
Again, it is
that
implied,
Part, that
but-
part confused me because we got Happy in that same world, which made no sense to me.
No, Deadpool time jumped to.
Yeah, but the story continued on after that. It didn't go back and forth.
Well,
after that.
he was gonna join 616.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then it went back
it
to
showed
his
616.
Then he went back to-
10,000
yeah.
whatever. It does say Earth 616 was happy, and then he goes back to Earth whatever the fuck he's coming from.
when he was back like in the
Was his friends and shit.
the sales
salesperson.
everything?
Yes.
God,
Yeah.
I probably missed that.
You'll see it tomorrow. Pay attention. But it does say that he left that universe. That's why I'm saying it would have been a cool tongue in cheek, in my opinion, just to be
What is
like
that? Tongue in cheek.
There's
being
a lot.
cutesy. Like, you get it?
Like a little nod, like hey,
Yeah. Like, oh, we have this other superhero universe. It's not our heroes. Let's eliminate them. Some shit.
I mean, they did like when they were talking about like Quicksilver.
Yep. Other ones that they lost.
or not Quicksilver, Silver Surfer. Who else?
Yeah, but see, we don't see why or how they ended up in the
Well,
void. With.
then you're gonna be like, oh, it's Dragon.
No. It would have because up to
Oh,
this
so you
point,
want to see all the characters just like Rick?
like I want to see their universe be gone fully.
You don't really need that.
For what they were trying to do in this movie, kinda.
They just
because
they gave us a small description how they ended up there, but we don't need to see it.
because I would like to think the Fox universe doesn't exist from this point on.
It doesn't at this point.
Do you know?
Yes.
How? How?
Well, because the
20th
Fox Century thing was
How-
it's
how is
heavily
it
the void.
implied?
So
Heavily?
Yeah,
I would say with the logo being there, I would say it's
and a
heavily
bunch of
implied.
Fox characters
because even the
being there.
because even the TVA said, you know what, your Earth is gonna basically die.
Yeah, your
so
Earth.
so that's how most of their worlds ended up there. So what he basically did is he picked and chose who are going to be the next ones to actually save their world, but they never did. So he would send them to that TV to the what do you call the void.
Yeah.
So that's why they all ended up there because they were supposed to
No,
save.
they said that the TVA went up to them and stealthily took them out. They when they're like in the rebel base, Elektra, that's for the rebels. Elektra specifically says that that's the reason they got captured because they knew if they went in like hard and heavy, they wouldn't have taken them out. They had to do it like how they did with Deadpool to like, hey, come outside, stab you, or like phase you out of existence.
The void.
Yeah.
Into the void.
Elektra says that's what happened.
Oh, I understood something different. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. I don't like the implication because someone could argue, well, it could still be out there. The Foxverse could be out there. It's part of a different branch. I wanted like a concrete no. They're all dead now to this point.
Can't really do that
Yes, you can.
because we still got this fucking Spideyverse that's still kind of.
That's why the Foxverse specifically.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Like eliminate fully the Foxverse.
Which is-
That way you could.
I don't think Fox would be able to say, let's just cut.
It doesn't matter because they're owned by Disney now.
Yeah.
They got bought off completely.
Oh, really?
by
Nice.
That's why I'm saying
Okay.
the
They
Foxverse.
mentioned it.
The
In the
Foxverse
movie.
doesn't matter anymore. I wish it would have been a little bit more of a concrete to say like, yep, this universe is gone. This is the one. It is implied, yes. I do agree. It is implied. But there's nothing concrete saying it's gone. It's nothing concrete saying it's not.
I would say it just gives room for Fox to play. I mean,
Again, Fox doesn't exist. On technical terms, Fox is no longer a thing anymore.
you're arguing for both right now. I don't know.
How am I arguing for both?
Fox
What the
actually
hell?
doesn't exist. That's why it's now called 20th Century Studios. So Fox is non-existent, basically.
Yes,
That's why we saw the giant fox on the ground like that.
Oh yeah, what about Fox News? I don't. Watch
I wish I could have seen it crumble. It doesn't make sense in movie or sense or anything, but I would have liked to see it like fall.
That would have been funny.
Like you hear
Yeah.
the horns and then it just.
Oh, Disney just got bought, or Fox just got bought out. Like,
Yeah, honestly, it would have been really funny if the 20th Century Fox thing popped up and you just see it fall. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been really dope. It just gets like all cracky and everything. And just that would have been dope.
versus it already there and just
Yeah, it is like it
oh,
falls.
R.I.P. or whatever Deadpool says.
That actually would have been really cool.
The car fight was pretty badass. I think I like that one better than the first fight.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because like in the first fight, they're still kind of like
Ba ba ba.
yeah, like
And this
not,
one like fuck you.
yeah, they're not as brutal as they can be in the first one.
Yeah.
This one's still more like I'm angry, but like I guess I can stop and talk. The car fight you see at the end of it is just fucking caked in blood.
I love it. I love
And
it.
they have to take a nap. How
Yeah.
bloody and exhausting it was.
And I like that they showed that Deadpool is the better fighter, more in the sense of more aerobatic. Acrobatic, thank
Yes,
you.
of course.
While Wolverine is more of the tankish
Vicious.
type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I really like the part where he crawls towards like Deadpool. He
Oh,
was,
in the first
Yeah.
fight.
I was not expecting that. I was like, holy
That was dope. That was dope
I was
to
like,
see.
damn. I was like, that is dope. That's Wolverine.
That
I
rush
was like,
also when he jumps to, like that rush.
Yeah.
When he runs through the
lunge.
front window. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
and I just love they took advantage of doing like poses of them together at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Those were great.
Was this the first movie where he was calling people bub?
A lot.
Yes.
No, not he has said it before, but a lot.
Like like where his part of his language is bub.
Yeah.
He said it before.
Yeah.
He has
Yeah,
said it
yeah,
before.
correct.
But
But
this one
but
was said a little
fucking
more.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. I guess they were just trying to acknowledge it, but that was a little too much.
I disagree. I think it was just the right amount.
Yeah. I do think it was right
Oh,
amount.
okay. Well,
Because he
that's-
wasn't like bub to every
Yeah.
little thing. I was like, when he got annoyed or something, like, hey, bub. Like, that's how you could tell he was getting annoyed or something. Like,
Also,
hey, bub.
his cussing was like felt natural, not forced or anything.
The cussing was just on point, unlike this podcast.
When it was basically needed.
Yeah.
I do hate the Sabertooth fight. If you
I was
could even
about to
call
say-
it a fight.
I was about to say
I
that right
liked
now.
it.
Really?
I liked not the fight itself, but the outcome.
The outcome, yeah,
Oh.
that's fine. But it was just an outcome,
Yeah.
essentially.
Like I knew that's what was gonna happen when they showed us in the trailer. Like, oh, he's gonna die as soon as he pops up.
Such a tease.
So pretty much a longer fight you wanted.
But
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
more-
I think they
like
just
we
wanna get-
haven't had it in what 20 plus years since the first movie.
Yeah.
It could have, if you got the actor back like that, a little bit.
I
of
think
a,
they just want to get rid of him. I mean, it's the worst looking Sabretooth.
I like the look.
yeah.
I really
I
like
like
the
the-
look.
the
Versus
feral-
Origins. Oh.
No, I loved
I
Origins is too well
agree
put
with,
together.
Pablo. I like the
do you
Origins
mean?
one.
He's too well. He's a
Yeah.
person. He's a
Yeah.
dude.
I agree.
Even
Correct,
when he's
correct.
like
Again,
running
it's
on all
the
fours.
origin.
Okay,
It's
but,
like-
okay, ready? That's kind of funny enough. What I like so much about it, he's a bit more like Southern charm, like rustic.
He's Gambit.
Like that.
He should have been
Canadian.
Gambit.
They humanized
But
the
wait.
character after seeing the B side of him on the other one.
Yeah, and then the
And you don't even see much of the first one.
Okay, wait. I gotta
Because
finish.
you-
No, I gotta make my
because
point.
you
No,
don't-
come on, that's not fair.
Because you don't see much of him in the first X-Men. That's why I really wanted to see him do something here. Because all he does was growl and throw people in the one and only movie he shows up.
I don't think he had any voice lines.
He didn't have almost
Exactly.
God.
That's why I felt like it could have been a redemption for that character to see him actually do something cool to just end up being beheaded like that. Like, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you forgot already.
No. I think that all they did is that they replaced the viciousness for the savageness for the Sabretooth with the origins. In the sense, what I'm saying is like he was psychotic. He would show people, he would show killing innocent people in the war, him wanting to be in the wars. They showed that form of viciousness or like psychological, like animalistic.
But
part.
he looked too
Wow.
much of a gentleman.
Yeah.
That was the
But that's
problem.
the
why
whole.
you,
okay.
you want feralness.
But that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Think about it. His father was like that was the time. That was the time. Así fueron. That he still even Wolverine is still like, ma'am, but he's supposed to be a fucking vicious animal, a vicious creature too.
But you get to see that out of him in like the fights, Wolverine.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Origins. You get to see that in the fight.
Correct, and you got to see that too with the other Sabretooth.
No, Sabretooth is just like an asshole, honestly.
Yeah, he doesn't.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
what do you mean? He's okay. To each their own point, right? I think I'm
Correct.
pressing my point too much.
To be honest, the X1 Sabretooth, I could do without. Like,
Yeah.
it was a nice appearance, and they just said, here, we'll just cut it off right here.
Yeah,
What
but that-
else do you need from X1?
A fight,
no.
and a clean fight.
Didn't they fight in X1?
Not really. I just feel like
What are
he
you
was thrown.
talking
He was
about?
thrown around twice. That was the only time him and Wolverine fought. Was when he got thrown around when he met Rogue.
Because
in the
he's
snow.
he's better and stronger than Wolverine. The only real advantage that Wolverine has is his adamantium claws and skeleton. That's it. Other than that, Sabretooth will win.
So if that's the case, there should have been a fight.
What are you talking about?
And then
there
dude,
was a
Deadpool-
fight.
Then
He got cut up.
Wolverine just
cut.
cuts his head off. In the new one, we're talking about the new one.
That's why.
Even in
That's
the
why-
other
so
one, I
he
wouldn't count
gets
that as a fight.
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay. No, I know.
That's
what
what
you
I'm
mean.
saying. Because they didn't do much in that first one to get that actor again or to have him look like that again and to just waste it like that is what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
it should have been a little, even as quick as the
Okay, that's
first
what I was
Wolverine
trying to say.
Deadpool.
That's what I was trying to say. The first Wolverine, Sabretooth murks his ass. Gets his
Origins.
ass.
We're not talking about Origins. We're talking about that specific looking
Talking about
Sabretooth.
X1, right?
X1, yes. The first X-Men, the first
Yeah.
X-Men,
Right?
back in
The
2000.
Harry, the one that
Yes,
they brought back.
yes.
In that,
All he does is toss him. They don't fight. He gets tossed. Sabretooth tosses Logan like a ragdoll. That's
They-
when the other X-Men come
they
in.
tussle a bit, but yeah.
Exactly, a tussle. It wasn't a fight. I wouldn't call that a fight. Mm-hmm. So
But
to
I
have
think-
that character come, because that's literally the only interaction they had the whole movie.
But I think that was more along the lines of showing power scale. Do you get me?
Okay, again, that was the first movie. Now let's go 25 plus years later. We could do an actual fight now. Even Deadpool, like, we've waited so long to see this fight. Nothing. A beheading. And that is it.
Well, I think that's where they were trying to do the comedic thing, right?
I enjoyed it, honestly. I'm not going to lie.
It was nice, but I feel like it was
oh,
wasted.
Damn.
That was wasted.
He's like he destroyed him with his adamantium claws. Now there's not even a fight. That's why to me it was about power scaling. Yeah.
I mean, I can't argue that. Like, I get that he's powerful or whatever, but show something. If you went through that much trouble to get him, because that could have been any other guy at this point.
It could have been from Origins.
You can't. I don't.
It could have been
I don't
Origins.
even want to say that you went through that much hassle, bro. They brought back the frog.
Toad.
Yeah, and he fought more than freaking Sabretooth.
Exactly. So then I wouldn't say that there'd be much. So then again, I would argue. I know what you're trying to say, but I kind of like disagree a little bit. Because like, no, they brought back Toad, and then they made him a
They
fight.
did Toad more justice than Sabretooth.
But was there needed justice in order to put that? I think they were just trying to fill in characters that were obscure and Fox. Strictly
Sabretooth
Fox.
is not obscure, but
Okay.
Yeah, that
more like
Sabretooth is more
a callback.
beastly like.
To be honest, this whole movie is just callbacks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
yeah.
call that.
Although it would be cool to see two
to bring
Sabretooths
back.
versus Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Ooh, like if you had both of the Sabretooths versus Wolverine.
No,
that'd be
that's
crazy.
stupid.
No, like
okay, so what the
multiverse jump, right? Is what you're saying?
Well, I mean, what if they both got pruned?
Oh.
Because they're in the void at this point, right?
Wouldn't they technically be the same person?
Not
No,
necessarily.
a different
the
timeline.
Deadpools.
Yeah.
Think about it, the Deadpools.
No, but those are
It could be
Two
a variant.
variants.
It could be a variant.
okay.
Yeah, well,
He's saying because there's
A
one
variant
time
is a
there's,
multi-universe.
there's essentially one timeline for the X-Men movies. That's what
Yeah.
he's saying. Like, it technically is the same person, but the workaround is it's not.
Yeah,
or a different
I
multiverse.
believe that one would be considered a variant just because the type of Deadpool that we got in that one's crazy. So that was actually technically a different variant at that point.
well, it
That would
is
have been a
different
good face
variant.
off if they actually brought that one back.
Get what you mean? Because that's that.
Well,
universe is-
essentially, but they did show it from the post-credit scene of the number 2 where Deadpool shoots him. They did show that. So
That's why technically that would be considered a variant
yes,
because there's two different ones.
I see what you're
you know
saying.
what I mean?
Yeah.
There's two different variants, so that means there is technically that version in another universe that could have been there.
Gotcha.
the whole Sorry.
It would have been cool if they killed him and the other guy still popped up. I feel like that would have been pretty cool.
Nah, because you're kind of over that type of Deadpool. Plus, they already did the multiple Deadpool thing at the end, which I did find kind of dumb.
Cool. The Deadpool's coming out,
but dumb.
That's one.
I
of
feel
the
like
scenes,
there's too many that look the same.
That scene specifically, I had a problem with. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's
That
cool.
Specific scene.
Cool.
It's cool for a minute.
But
it's cool for a minute.
But
Oh, it was too much.
Yeah.
And
Especially since they came back anyways.
Borderline, I feel like they
Yeah.
were playing on the whole Spider-Man multi-universe thing, and I'm like,
Well, that was the joke that he's like, we're tired of this multiverse stuff. It's failing. Like, we need to stop. Also, I feel like that's like a joke to Kang too. Like, is this where it fully ends? Fuck if I know.
yeah,
We'll see.
I know.
We
The
need
ending,
yet to see.
Yeah, the ending of it, I was just like, huh. They really left it in a way where it can either end
Open.
now or it can continue somehow. So like it literally had like some kind of closure in a sense, but where it still can be reopened.
Yeah.
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 That's what I got
feel
from
that.
it.
I feel that.
Because like even though at the very end, I was waiting for it to say, "Oh, Deadpool's gonna come back," but we didn't even get that. So I was like, "All right, so what's actually gonna happen?" With this?
Well, I feel was the Deadpool and Thor crying thing is the hint of he will be
that's what I
coming
wanted to talk
back
about. Yeah.
because he does mention it quite a few
no,
times.
that's
What's up with that with me and Thor crying?
no, yeah. I mean, that's why. But like, they kind of give it still a type of ending where they're like, in case they decide not to bring him back. You know what I mean?
No, I get you. It's
So,
like
like-
the
like-
wrap up.
yeah.
It's a wrapped up essentially for his story.
Correct. So like, if they don't want to revisit him, then they can say, "No, we wrapped it up." You know, they still said we wrapped it up, but yet we still have that idea of like, oh, that scene. Like, what about that scene?
Correct.
So I feel like it's funny also in our end that we're also going to be bringing that up in general as like, but what about that scene?
Yeah.
So it's like a little nod as in like it's going to get talked about, which
Correct.
they did a very good job at doing. Not gonna
They
lie.
hinted it twice when waking up, right?
Yeah.
No,
What
like
was the
a
first
few
one that he
times
said?
I just tried.
Yeah, because he repeats it. What about It's
Yeah.
like, oh, what about that? It's like,
Why was Thor crying with me or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, he says it like
Oh,
three-
God of Thunder. He says, God of Thunder. And then after that, he says, Thor.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I was talking about when he wakes up.
But it's still
I
the
caught it
same
twice.
reference. It's still the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
reference.
And he has a different look, so that's interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like the one who plays Thor in Ragnarok, like in the play.
Oh,
Yeah,
Matt Damon.
but
It, looked
that
Matt
was
Damon.
Matt
It,
Damon.
it looked like Matt
Yeah.
Damon to
Yeah.
me.
A little bit, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he had like a scar over his eye and then longer hair.
And he had fake eye over it, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of
That's so
reminded
fun.
me of Scar from Lion King, that big ass scar. I was like, ooh, that's actually pretty cool. That was
Yeah.
pretty dope. But
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I hope it makes all the money just so we can get him back. That'll be great
Without
What
a
would
doubt,
they
we're
do?
getting him back.
eventually.
Yeah.
I'm quite certain.
The arc of him having to join the Avengers, even for like a movie, has happened.
yeah,
Is that what this focused on?
Yeah, I do feel like they will bring him back and actually give him like a type of ending where they don't need to bring him back later on. You know what I mean?
I don't see Deadpool being gone. He's too popular. He's too much of a moneymaker. Look at all the promotions, the types of promotions. The Xbox controller was the ass. It's like
Oh, those are real?
it's
Yeah.
one. It's like a giveaway type of thing.
Oh, okay.
The one person
also-
wins it gets to keep.
There's also a Wolverine one too.
Yeah. But the promotion it goes crazy. I didn't see that for Endgame. I didn't see that for Spider-Man. I didn't see that for Multiverse.
Plus he's
like Deadpool is a marketing god.
Yeah,
when
he's
it comes to these type
breaking
of
the fourth wall. He's unkillable. So I mean, like
there's always loopholes in movies. It's a movie.
90
A comic is
years for Wolverine. So let's see.
Let's touch upon the villain a little bit because she was interesting at first, but then the final act made her so bland.
I don't know why she turned evil again.
Exactly.
Like, oh,
I honor you.
yeah,
you
can
go.
You've earned my respect.
Screw your world. After
Yeah.
I think she
overcome
planned
his
it.
power.
I feel like she planned it. She knew what she was doing.
No, because it wasn't until she talked to Pyro, like, why'd you betray me? Oh, because I talked to this guy. But me and that guy had a deal. And then she just she saw red, essentially.
And then instead of just killing that guy, no, everything dies. Like, I don't understand why.
Yeah.
She
Like, screw your universe.
She
Yeah.
had beef with the TVA, so she's like, "Well, fuck the TVA." And
And
No,
that's what
but-
I thought they were going to go with. Oh, she's going to destroy the TVA.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, screw your
yeah.
world. The one we agreed to save right now.
yeah, that one I didn't understand.
Same here.
it was kind of flippy floppy. I'll give you that. But I mean, as a villain,
because that's why we got the Deadpool
I thought
multiverse.
the guy
acts.
was gonna be the villain. To be honest, like
He technically was.
yeah,
He was just a B minus C D
yeah.
D level villain. But no, that's why we got the Deadpool fight because they did nothing was the main villain.
They had to
there
fill-
was no
They had
fight.
to fill the time. I guess
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I
It was just a big
don't. I'm
filler.
not a fan of it. Cool. Again, cool.
I think
but-
they just wanted a good shot and then
I like
A
bringing it
good
back-
shot. Yeah.
progress to the third act and then
No, that was already the third act.
I like the beginning of the.
was it
Yes.
Whatever the wolf that eats you.
Wolf that
Whatever.
ate you?
The purple thing.
Oh,
Oh
Loki season 1, episode 5.
yeah, good nod. Good
I
nod.
really like the way she read minds.
That was
with
it.
the hands in the head.
The CGI wasn't all there for me.
It was kind
but
of.
it
at
was a
some
cool
points where- yeah.
concept. Yeah, it is a cool concept.
I feel like they did good enough as a CGI because it's gonna look
Weird
It, it was
regardless,
gonna
yeah.
look weird regardless.
Yeah.
No, but it was like the skin tone. It
The
to
skin
look,
and the nails, I feel like.
Yeah.
got
That's-
a lot
That's
of
why.
stuff.
That's
The
why it was
spacing of the
regardless.
fingers.
It was gonna look
Yeah.
super weird. Regardless, it was gonna look weird. So I feel like they did the best they can to get a good CGI on that.
my glasses are becoming humid as shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
So let's most definitely wrap it up right now. So I give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
7.
I would say 8.5.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with the 7.2 out of 10.
You, Jose?
9.
Guys, thank you for watching. Let us know what you thought about Deadpool down in the comments below. Make sure to check Mark on his YouTube and Instagram page, Mr. Ordinary Movie Mark. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.